What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas and today I'm going to bring you a video on Hyliion. That's right, Hyliion, the EV over-the-road freight truck. And man oh man, are they making moves. And if you're interested in this stock price, this stock, and this truck, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Oh man, Hyliion is on the verge of being an amazing company. And you guys know what else is amazing? When you guys smash that subscribe button. And holy smokes, you guys destroyed the subscribe button on the last video. I can't thank you guys enough. And the same goes for the like button. You guys are helping grow this channel tremendously, and that's what it is all about. When you guys smash that like button, it gets these videos out to the YouTube universe and allows them to see what you guys get to see every single day. The same goes for that subscribe button. So I can't thank you guys enough, and now it's time to get into the video. I've done a video on Hyliion before, as you can see right here, but it's been a hot minute and I wanted to let this stock actually gain some traction, really get out there and get people to start investing into this company and really let it start to build before I did another video on it. So I want to bring you guys a video now that it's a lot closer to the reverse merger, and we're starting to see a lot more in place for this company. I think they have a lot of potential. I really do. The company is headquartered in Leawood, Kansas, which is a rock skip throw away from where I currently live. And so when I saw that, I was super pumped to know that an EV startup company of this stature is really close to where I live. I think it's extremely important to see, and it's really cool. And they are led by Thomas Healy, a young, innovative, very driven CEO. You know, he obviously has a ton of accolades for being in his 30s, and he is, you know, leading this company into the reverse merger and beyond. I mean, there is a lot going for Thomas Healy. And just briefly on the reverse merger that's going to happen. And obviously, you know, they are currently trading under their blank check ticker symbol, which is SHLL, and that is going to be Tortoise Acquisitions. You know, this isn't new news, but I think it's important news because we're about to make that transition over to the actual Hyliion ticker symbol. And with that being said, their pro forma for this is $1.5 billion. So I think, you know, obviously the money that was raised during this blank check reverse merger is going to go towards the production of their ERX. And I'll be talking a lot about this here down the road in this video, but I think it's just important to understand that that is a lot of why they did the reverse merger, is because they really wanted to build up the funds to start production a lot sooner on their ERX, their all-electric, you know, over-the-road freight truck. It's time to dive into some hard facts, and I really want to provide you guys with some supportive evidence on why I feel Hyliion is going to be one of the companies that is going to be successful not only in the EV market, but to be one of the companies that came from a SPAC reverse merger, because there is a ton of them doing that right now. And not every single one of them is going to be successful. I think as an investor, we have to look at big picture. I mean, as an investor right now, are you getting into a company that is not going to be producing a vehicle for two years out? I mean, there's a ton of companies right now that a lot of people are putting their money into who are saying, hey, we're not even going to be able to produce a vehicle until 2022. So as an investor, what are you investing in currently? Other than a name, I mean, it blows my mind. And so that's why I want to provide you guys with this supporting evidence to really prove to you that Hyliion is a company that could be doing something here in the relative near future that is going to actually put your money to use and actually cause the stock price to go up in a direction that's actually earning that, you know, stock price to go up. So off my tangent to the facts. One on my list is going to be the market opportunity that Hyliion is dabbling in is at approximately $800 billion. So I'm going to repeat that, $800 billion. That is a monster monster market to get into. That is a lot of funding that could be coming your way for a ton of different things. I mean, that's a lot of contracts, that's a lot of opportunity, because they have yet to create a over-the-road, fully electric freight truck that is just driving non-stop. Obviously, there's tons of companies that are in the process of getting this, Hyliion being one of them, but there's not a full EV yet. Obviously, Tesla is going to be potentially revealing one and working on one. That's something that Nikola is obviously getting its hands in, you know, at some point, and then Hyliion is doing it right now. Continuing on, number 2, Hyliion is currently offering 2 truck models. The first is a hybrid electric, which has conducted an early deployment of roughly 30,000 plus trucks. That's right. So Hyliion has already produced 30,000 plus trucks in a hybrid form. I mean, that right there alone lets me know that they are producing trucks in a form and they're getting them on the road and people are using them. So that's amazing right there. And 2 million plus miles have been driven on the road with these 30,000 plus trucks. The second model is the ERX, and this truck will be conducting customer trials in 2021. This truck has a launch partner binding order with Agility, which is a brand new logistics company, for 1,000 trucks. And this is where we're starting to make that transition. And they obviously are gonna have those trucks, the hybrids that are doing, you know, over the road, and they're being put out there. The next step for this company is going to be this all-electric ERX truck. Number 3 on my list I think is very important because it shows partnerships and it shows experience and it allows for growth and opportunity. So number 3 is the company has developed some key relationships with the likes of Dana, and that was a monster announcement as of late. And obviously Dana is pushing this thing to another level. Obviously that partnership is massive. And then they have, you know, obviously other relationships with IAV, FEV, Fontaine, Lone Star, ANG, and some others. These key strategic partnerships are important because it brings experience and expertise into the equation, and that's what I explained. I think it's very important because some of these companies I listed have been doing this for years, and so they obviously know what types of parts they're being able to manufacture, at what rates, they know what they're capable of doing. They're constantly making advancements and they're putting them in these trucks. I think that's just extremely beneficial for a company in such an early infant stage as Hyliion, because obviously their next step is to transition over to the fully electric. The question is, Lucas, when can we expect the ERX? You were just going off on a tangent stating, hey, some of these companies, you know, aren't going to be ready till 2022, and it sounds like the ERX, you know, is in the same boat, and that's correct. But the biggest thing I wanted to get across is that they have already produced a hybrid model of 30,000 plus trucks. And so I think we are ahead in the advancements. What that provides is opportunity for partnerships outside, like UPS, FedEx, Amazon, Walmart, and all kinds of different over-the-road freight companies to test these vehicles out in the hybrid form. As they begin to transition to the ERX, people are already going to know what kind of partnership they can get when they partner with Hyliion. You know, they know the business that is presented to them. I think that is just massive. So swinging on over here, it says, from the chart listed, we can see that the development and testing has been completed, but this is something that is always ongoing in my opinion. Production and design development was started in Q1 of 2020 and will run until Q3 of 2021. Testing and validation has just begun and will run until Q4 of 2021. Fleet demo rollout will be in the last part of 2021. Commercialization and launch will be starting in Q2 2021, and Hyliion expects to be rolling the ERX off the line in Q1 22. Next question, as I was making this video, popped up in my head, and so I figured you guys would probably have the same question. And your question probably is well, what makes Hyliion different from a Tesla truck? Or what makes it different from this all-powerful Nikola truck that's supposed to be coming out in the year we don't know? So I'm going to swing over here to provide you some of that information on what really divides them and what makes them different than those other companies I listed. So, Hyliion has deployed vehicles in this field, and they have deployed them with 7 different companies already. So that 30,000 plus trucks I talked about that have driven over the 2 million plus miles have been distributed to over 7 different companies. Yes, I've stated already, this is a hybrid form, but you know what type of business partner you're getting with Hyliion. So I'm not going to break off and go on a tangent again because it pumps me up. Piece is extremely important to go along with all the rest of this. And like I stated earlier, partnerships are absolutely key in an early infant stage company like Hyliion. Because if you're creating partnerships now, that just shows that you're committed to staying with that partnership and you'll continually expand and build on that partnership. So Hyliion is currently OEM compatible with Volvo, Freightliner, Peterbilt, and Kenworth. And so I think that right there shows that they are willing to build upon their partnership, and as they continue to expand and develop the ERX, that's going to come with those companies as well. My favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's pop out of our shell and Hyliion up over here. So today, Tortoise Acquisitions, also known as Shell, also known as Hyliion, opened at $39.71. It got as high as $41.69. Its low is $36.72. Its volume today was 5.705 million. Its market cap is 1.127 billion. Its 52-week high is 42.85. Its 52-week low is $9.50, and its average volume is 4.981 million. Today it closed at $38.70. That was down 0.46%, but in the after hours we climbed up 5 cents, finishing out at $38.75, which was up 0.13%. Now I toned this chart down just a little bit because I want to, push out the coronavirus just like everyone else. So this is going to be a 3-month chart starting in May. And obviously, the reverse merger and all that information was announced. And right out the gate, EVs were a hot topic. They're still a hot topic, and that's a lot of the reason why a lot of these are doing hot this week. So right out the gate towards the end of May, in June, this thing took off, shot up, hit a decent price. And since that point, it really has leveled off because there isn't any supporting evidence to really keep this thing afloat. And so it started to level down, and it came down and really hit kind of just a resistance and just sat there. And since then, it started to climb again here in August. And the reason is because they're starting to make announcements. Obviously, they did an announcement with Dana, and they're making moves. This stock is very important moving forward because it's going to be conducting its reverse merger here really, really soon. And so that's going to really kind of reveal to us, investors in the SPACs, what a company who switches from its ticker symbol currently trading under the SPAC to its new ticker symbol, in this case HYLN for Hyliion, what does that actually do to a stock price? If it's very similar to a Nikola, this thing should just explode in the upward direction. I mean, when Nikola switched over, it shot up to $90. I mean, obviously since that point it's just struggled because there's no supporting evidence of anything. Hyliion, on the other case, has the supporting evidence. They are putting the trucks out. Obviously it's a hybrid, but they're putting trucks out, and they have a timeline for their ERX. We know exactly when the points are going to be hit, and they know exactly when they're projecting to roll these vehicles out for production. If you have a chance to get it at a decent trading price, get in while you can. I think if not, keep it on your radar and really just watch what this stock does. I think there's a lot of possibilities here and a lot of growth opportunity here because there is, like I stated earlier, 800 billion in opportunities is a lot of money. So that's how I feel about this company. And if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button because it does. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my channel. And as always, Have a good one. Yay, let's get on out of here.